Have you noticed that website traffic feels harder to get lately? Even when your rankings haven't changed much, you're publishing content. You're improving your website. You're following SEO advice. And yet, the number of people actually clicking through often feels lower than it used to. And honestly, you're probably not imagining it. Because one of the biggest shifts in internet behavior is happening right now, and many businesses are only starting to notice the impact. People are still searching. They're still asking questions. They're still looking for products, services, recommendations, and information every single day. But increasingly, they're getting what they need without clicking a website first. And that's creating a situation that feels confusing to many businesses. Because for years, digital marketing followed a simple expectation. Higher visibility should lead to more clicks. More clicks should lead to more traffic. And more traffic should lead to more opportunities. But that relationship is starting to change. Because the internet is becoming much better at answering questions before a click is ever required. And the businesses that understand this shift early may be much better prepared for where digital marketing is heading next. And honestly, the reason people are clicking less isn't because they're losing interest in information. It's because they're finding information faster. Think about how many times you've searched for something recently. Sometimes the answer appears directly inside the search results. Sometimes an AI tool summarizes it instantly. Sometimes a YouTube video explains it in a few minutes. Sometimes a Reddit discussion gives real experiences from people who have already gone through the same situation. And in many cases, that's enough. Because today's internet users are increasingly looking for the fastest path to understanding, not necessarily the fastest path to a website. And that's a very important distinction. Because for years, businesses competed for clicks. Now they're increasingly competing to become the answer itself. And honestly, from a user's perspective, this makes perfect sense. People are busy. Attention is limited. And the easier information becomes to access, the less often people feel the need to visit multiple websites before finding what they're looking for. Which means clicks aren't disappearing. They're becoming more selective. And that's a very different challenge for businesses to solve. And honestly, this is where many businesses may be measuring success using outdated assumptions. Because for years, higher rankings usually meant more clicks. More clicks meant more visitors. And more visitors often meant more opportunities to build trust and generate business. But that relationship is becoming less predictable. Because visibility and traffic are no longer moving together the way they once did. A business can still appear in search results, still be visible online, still be part of the research process, and yet receive fewer clicks than it might have received a few years ago. And honestly, that's creating a lot of confusion. Because many businesses see traffic changing and immediately assume something is broken. But in reality, user behavior may simply be evolving. People are gathering information across multiple platforms before making decisions. They're watching videos, reading discussions, using AI tools, comparing opinions, and often arriving much later in the decision-making process, which means the visitors who do click may actually be more informed, more intentional, and closer to taking action than before. And honestly, that may be one of the biggest mindset shifts businesses need to make. Because the future may be less about maximizing every click, and more about maximizing the value of the clicks that still happen. Because in a world filled with instant answers, quality attention may become more valuable than traffic volume alone. So if fewer people are clicking websites immediately, what should businesses focus on now? Honestly, the goal is no longer just getting found. It's becoming discoverable wherever people are looking for answers. Because today's customer journey rarely happens in one place. Someone might first hear about your business through a video, see your content on social media, read discussions about your brand, ask an AI tool a question, visit your website later, and only then decide to take action. Which means businesses need to think less about individual platforms and more about the entire discovery journey. Because trust is often built before the click ever happens, and attention is often earned before someone visits a website. And honestly, this is why businesses that consistently show up with useful, trustworthy, and recognizable information across multiple channels may have a major advantage moving forward. Because the goal is no longer simply attracting clicks. The goal is becoming the answer people remember when they're ready to make a decision. So no, people are not stopping their research. And businesses are not becoming less important online. What's changing is how discovery happens. Because audiences now have more ways to learn, compare, research, and build trust than ever before. And honestly, that's why the businesses that adapt fastest may be the ones that stop measuring success only by clicks and start paying closer attention to visibility, trust, recognition, and discoverability across the entire digital ecosystem. Because in the future, being found may matter more than being clicked, and being trusted may matter more than being visited. We break down digital marketing shifts, search behavior, branding psychology, AI trends, and audience attention changes like this regularly on the channel. And if you want deeper strategy breakdowns around visibility, trust, and the future of digital marketing, check out the longer videos already available on the channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you found it helpful and share with ones who you think get help from it. Thanks for watching. Take care and see you on next video. Bye!